There it goes. I need my notifications here. I know Tristan's coming in through the rooftop. Yeah, he's got a shape charge up there, getting through the rooftop there. We also had, let's see, Redneck Atheist getting through the door. Tristan's coming through the roof. I saw Obi-Wan Nairobi's there. I heard somebody else. You guys all lined up on us here. Thorlu coming in. What's going on, sir? Rate out to Psycho because I wasn't on. He rated to Megan. Hey, there we go. We got Megan on. Now, guys, I come on at the same time every day. Cthulhu coming in. He is the fourth or fifth man in the stack there, getting into that front door. Yeah, man, we're all in this together here. What is going on, gentlemen? It's Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it's Tuesday. We had yesterday off, so we got to get some rest. That was pretty nice. Well, getting back to the normal schedule. Purple Badger Man coming on in. What is going on, sir? Purple Badger Man will be lurking. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you hanging on out there. Yeah, eventful day today, isn't it? Not just because of world events. I don't really care about that. I do have some things to talk about, though. First of all, let's see. Gray Zone news. I'm going to need some help figuring this one out. Maybe you guys know exactly what this means. I might need some help. All right, so hitting up the old X account here. And I was getting into a conversation with Jacob here. Jacob from Madfinger Games. So, I mean, first of all, we're just talking about what's going on in Gray Zone here, right? All the dark things that are happening there. But what was very, very interesting here, in the midst of our conversation here, Jacob is talking about getting roleplay custom servers in Gray Zone Warfare with a winky face. Boys, what do you think they have cooked up for us here? Some roleplay servers for Gray Zone Warfare. He says stay tuned right after that. So, we didn't get the full details about just exactly what's coming up here. This is the first time I'm hearing about any sort of custom roleplay servers. Have you guys heard anything about this? Because this one here, if this is what I think it is news to me. Cthulhu coming in. Maybe they're giving us PMC ranks and RP with custom missions. That could very well be. Breaking news, huh? I'm not sure we call this news. We call this is vapor. This is vapor until we get something more solid here. This is vapor. So roleplay custom servers. I found that to be kind of interesting. All right, let's see. What else have we got? What other news have we got here? All right, so we were talking about Bellum, right? And we got onto the Bellum Founders Edition. This is a new milsim that's coming out. Sometimes a little speck of sand turns into the massive beach. At some point it will. He says stay tuned, so we better stay tuned there. But yeah, so we've gotten onto the Founders playtest for Bellum, which should be coming up this summer sometime. I think that's going to get interesting. Obi-Wan Nairobi coming in. They need to add different radio challenge if they're going to do RP servers. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, right? They would need to add a hierarchy of some sort. Let's see here. What do we want to show y'all? Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard about Bellum, you guys may have heard of a little game called Arma. Or maybe Squad. And maybe some of those content creators that do those games, like Karma Cut. Well, Karma Cut has gone off and is now hooked up with a company here who's putting out this milsim, Bellum. And it looks like it's going to be super detailed, gamer-oriented, because they're getting all their feedback from hardcore players in the genre. So here's their release, their early access release video here. Let's go ahead and cut the music for a sec.
Today marks a major moment for Bellum, and this is our biggest announcement yet. We're revealing some critical team additions, key features, our development roadmap, pre-sale information, and answering some of the most important questions we've seen from the community. But before we jump in, on behalf of the studio, thank you all so very much for your support and feedback so far. The response to our first few devlogs has been absolutely incredible, and every member of our team has felt that energy and encouragement. We've read every comment, every message.
There are comms
and it
access
really
of
does
the
mean
art, so
world
that's
to us.
supposed radio comms,
So,
right? I would
let's
think
start
so.
with a
Yeah, with
major update
contacts.
to the team behind Bellum. Operator Drewski and Wendigoon have joined Bellum as partners.
Okay,
and
so they
investors.
snagged Operator
These aren't
Drewski.
just
Very
familiar
interesting.
names.
Wendigoon's
They're
cool too.
passionate fans of the genre who share our vision for immersive, tactical gameplay. Drewski is one of the longest standing and most recognized creators in the tactical FPS space. A pillar of the community whose deep experience spans everything from hardcore milsim to accessible
He's one of
tactical
us.
titles.
Definitely one of
Wendigoon,
us.
a longtime Tarkov enthusiast and co-writer of the
So
Stalker
isn't Level
Shadow
Cap
the Zone
part of
fan
Bellum as
film,
well? I'm
brings
not
a
sure
unique
about Level
narrative
Cap.
force and is actively helping shape Bellum's world building and lore. Their experience with hardcore shooters and belief in this project brings fresh energy and momentum to what we're building.
So
We're
if you guys have
extremely
stuck
grateful
around
to
for
have
some
them
of
on
our
board,
squad
not
streams,
just as
man,
creators,
we
but as
like the
partners and
milsims.
early supporters of
We did
Bellum.
squad, we did Hell Let
Speaking of
Loose.
support, there's one question we've heard more than any other. How can I get involved and support the project? In response to these passionate requests, we're excited to announce that pre-orders for Bellum are officially live starting today. If you've been itching for this news, grab your edition and support the project.
this is a
now
couple
over
days
at
ago, actually.
playbellum.com. But if you're still deciding, here's a full breakdown of
So
what
they've
this
sold out
entails.
of the Founders Edition
Until
stuff.
now,
That is
Bellum has been powered by
capped.
friends, family, early investors, and a tight-knit team of developers who share a single goal: stay independent.
Cthulhu coming
and
in.
build
I'm
the
of two
ultimate
minds about
tactical
Drewski.
experience.
Nice guy, fun
We've
videos,
made
but
a
I played
conscious
alongside
decision
him
to
on
limit publisher
WCS as
involvement,
well. Not going to
especially
make any
given how
accusations
publishing
publicly.
deals have impacted other titles
That's
in the
fine.
past.
That's fine there.
Our goal is to retain full creative control, stay true to our vision, and remain accountable to the people who matter most.
So check out the way that they
players.
use the map. The mini map
Naturally,
pops
you might
up
be
on the
wondering,
wrist.
Why not launch a Kickstarter or traditional crowdfunding campaign? The answer is very simple. Bellum will be completed no matter
I think it's
what.
pretty interesting when it comes to
Completion
some of
this
the gray
project
zone
doesn't
issues of
depend
like
on
trying to
hitting
keep
crowdfunding
track of
milestones.
friendlies and
This isn't a
non-friendlies.
concept, it's a commitment. And honestly, we completely understand the hesitation around supporting early access tactical shooters in today's landscape. If you're not ready to jump in just yet, we totally understand that. It's exactly why we chose a pre-order model over traditional crowdfunding. We wanted to make it extremely clear. Bellum's development isn't reliant on your early purchase. Our goal with pre-orders is twofold.
Okay, so here we
Offer
got
early
Russians,
access and
we
exclusive
got
rewards
Rangers,
to
we
those
got
eager to
Russians.
support the project, and to reinvest those resources into growing the team and accelerating
And
development.
I think we have a local
Now that we've covered the
a
why,
local
let's
force
take a
as
closer
well.
look at what early supporters receive and what discounts are available. Bellum's pre-orders are structured across 3 different tiers, with a single limited Founders Edition. All editions come with a flat 20%
Okay, so
discount
open
during the
beta,
pre-order
closed
period, which will
beta,
run until the open beta release,
closed
currently targeted for the end of this
alpha,
year. Our standard
Founders
edition
play
starts
tests.
at $35.99 USD.
So there's
and
going to be
provides players with
a
open
bunch of
beta
different
access.
tiered
This
play
edition
tests
is
they're
a
going to be
simple way
doing.
Jump in now, show your support for the studio, and take advantage of the pre-order discount. For those looking for more perks, the deluxe edition comes with our digital art book and soundtrack, access to the closed beta period targeted for fall this year, the deluxe watch and glove skins, and the deluxe weapon skins for the M4A1.
Okay, so we're getting some skins with this.
and
The Risk
AKM.
minimap was a suggestion
In
last
addition,
fall in the Gray
anyone who
Zone Warfare
pre-orders the
Discord,
deluxe edition or
and I think that
higher
would have
will
been
their
good.
name included in the game
Either
credits.
that on the
This
wrist
brings us to our third
or the
option,
flip down on the
supporter
chest.
edition. A premium tier, the supporter edition comes with everything from the deluxe edition and even more. The supporter edition grants players access to the closed alpha testing sessions targeted for this summer. You'll also get access to exclusive
Timothy
supporter
Holton
weapon
coming
skins
in
for
over
the
on YouTube.
M4A1,
What is going on, sir?
AK-74M,
Welcome on into you. We're checking out some Bellum stuff here.
AKM, MT49, PKM.
So this new game should be coming out for a Founders
RPG.
playtest this summer.
As you might have noticed, all of our weapon skins
Probably
are designed
late
to be
summer.
authentic and grounded, and we vow to keep it
Hardcore
that way.
milsim type.
Supporter Edition players also get access to the priority server queue, cutting down on server join times and getting into matches faster during peak hours. And as a final bonus, anyone who pre-orders the Supporter Edition before open beta will have their usernames immortalized in-game on the training map wall.
Oh, there we go. We got to
Lastly,
look for
the most
Tango's name
dedicated
up on the
fans and
wall.
collectors, we're offering a limited Founder Edition, an exclusive tier with only 500 copies available. In addition to everything included in previous tiers, Founders will receive 2 standard keys to share with friends, exclusive access to the Founder Discord where they can connect directly with the Bellum team, and a collection of
All right, I
physical
want to see some
rewards,
features
including
here.
a serialized Founder coin,
Belt feds. They
faction
definitely have
coins for
belt
both the
feds.
Ranger
And
Russian
actually,
PMCs,
the way that they do
and 3
belt feds
unique
is very
Velcro
interesting.
patches,
You got to
one
have an
representing the
assistant
ASEC
gunner
Western Coalition,
for your belt
one
feds.
for the Satyr PMC faction, and a Bellum morale patch. One quick note about the Founder Edition physical items. Unfortunately, at this time, we're only able to cover shipping within the US. This is due to the unpredictability of international tariffs, duties, and shipping costs. However, if you're located abroad and are seriously interested in a Founder Edition, please reach out to us via email and we'll do our best to navigate shipping fees with you. By now, you probably have even more questions regarding pre-orders, so let's take a moment to address them. Will Bellum be on Steam? The short answer is not at launch. Bellum will be available exclusively through our website,
Okay, so
as a small, independent studio, we've had to make strategic decisions
yeah, this is interesting about
where
Steam
and how we launch. And stepping away from Steam comes with a few key advantages. Most importantly, we're not losing 30% of every sale to platform.
Okay, so there's a lot of budget that goes to
right
Steam.
Back into development, more talent, more updates, and deeper
Which is very
investment
interesting
into
when
the
you talk
features
about
that
like
matter.
how Gray Zone
We're also
Warfare
able to
launched.
own more of the player experience, from our custom launcher to direct server integration, giving us more flexibility to innovate and improve based on your feedback. Launching off platform,
I guess
also lets us
mid-September
explore
this year
features
for
like temporary
testing,
game
with full
fees,
release
so
coming
you
in
can
late
invite friends to try
2027.
Bellum with you without needing to purchase upfront.
I think September
And to
sounds
be clear,
probably about right.
launching outside of
Cthulhu.
Steam doesn't rule out a future release on the platform. If and when the time is right, we'll make that move. But for now, we're focused on building a strong foundation directly with the players who care most. What factions will be available in open beta? Let's walk you through everything you can expect. The open beta will feature 3 distinct factions: the US Army's Ranger Regiment,
There we go.
the Russian mercenaries known as Seder, and the guerrilla fighters of Al-Zalam. Each
Gotta play
faction
Rangers
brings its own
every time.
identities, tactics, and arsenal.
I don't think they
And
fully
while
understand
all
all the
launch with a
benefits that
curated
Steam
set
gives
of
them for
assets,
games like this.
their
That
capabilities will
30%
expand
buys you a
as
lot of
development
developer support and
continues.
features. Yeah.
The Rangers field a specialized arsenal of
Yeah,
modern
that
American
brick dust.
firepower. And at open beta, they'll support the M4 Block
So they're
3,
working on the details there.
M249 SAW, M240, M320 grenade launcher, M72 Law, and Carl Gustav. Their loadouts are designed to support a versatile, multi-role playstyle, from close quarters breaching to long-range engagements.
It's a great setup.
Seder mercenaries take a more modular, unorthodox approach. Their gear emphasizes flexibility and customization, starting with weapons like the AK-74M, PKM, GM94 grenade launcher, and the iconic RPG-7. At the far end of the spectrum, the Al-Zalam insurgents embody asymmetrical warfare, armed with a patchwork of rugged weapons, combined with AKMs,
Lawless Civilian just showed this video. Yeah, this is the one to be watching here.
and GP-25 grenade launchers. They'll reward ambush tactics, terrain mastery, and hit-and-run maneuverability.
Yo, Lawless Civilian, are you getting in on the
What
game, man?
features will be in open beta. The open beta will launch with our primary
Okay,
game mode,
here's what we want to
Occupation.
see.
Occupation is built around dynamic, territory-based gameplay where player decisions, not scripted events, drive the outcome. Conventional forces will battle with guerrilla factions in an asymmetric counterinsurgency fight across a zone called the Area of Operation. Victory can be achieved in 3 ways.
Are they taking
Driving
areas?
the enemy's manpower to 0,
Yeah.
displacing them from the AO,
Push them out.
or generating enough influence through constructed objectives. In Occupation,
So taking
logistics
combat
plays a
outposts.
critical
Okay, so
role,
these
and
are the
it's
things
built
that
around
Gray Zone
managing
Warfare
3 core
started pulling
resources.
in.
Manpower,
I was like, man, they're
which
trying
provides
they're
respawns,
going a little bit more
materials to
towards the
construct
Milsim
outposts
route.
and generate influence, and munitions to handle weapon resupply.
Yeah, Karma Cut is very good in
Teams will
this
start
genre
with a
here.
limited pool of
He's
resources
amazing there.
stored at their main base, but to use them, they'll have to
This is
be
me being
physically
nitpicky
transported to
because
forward
a
positions like hideouts
good
and
game is
combat
simply a
outposts.
good game, but I'm noticing a
Once
lot of
delivered, these
UE5
resources
store
allow you
flip
to build,
assets, recognizing the
resupply,
footage.
and respawn
I
at
think
those
this is actually,
objectives.
well,
As
UE5.
vehicles are
I think they're
eventually
actually going on a
introduced,
different
supply runs
engine.
and
I think they're
convoys will
using
become a
Unity
real
here.
tactical challenge, and each faction
But
will have one dedicated
you might be correct
logistics squad
anyway.
built into their team structure. Players will need to plan routes, coordinate supply runs, and avoid enemy ambushes, because without logistics, holding the AO will be near impossible. Occupation is structured as a session-based mode, with round durations averaging 1 hour.
Brabrand,
and
is
capped
this
at
new things
2.
in Gray Zone? No,
No
this
two
is
matches will play
this
the
is a
same,
new
as
mill
players shape the mission
sim
in real time
coming
through their
out
choices
pretty
and
soon here called
coordination.
Bellum.
For a full breakdown in Occupation, check out our previous devlog, Dialing in the Details. All of this takes place on our first official map, Highlands, a 4x4 kilometer terrain featuring rolling
So
hills,
4x4
choke points,
kilometers.
clustered villages, and dense towns.
Might be a
This
little.
map is designed to support
I don't know how
both
that
long-range
compares to the
sustained
other mill
engagements and
sims.
intense close quarters combat, giving every weapon a distinct role in the fight. But Bellum's depth
Lot of
doesn't
game
stop
share,
at terrain
UE5.
or objectives. Let's talk about the systems, because that's where the experience truly comes
Yeah,
to life.
UE5 is
The
real
open
popular
beta
to base
includes
off
an
of.
advanced medical system built for tactical gameplay. Wounds vary in severity and location, limbs, torso, or head, and each injury demands the right treatment. Players will triage their teammates using bandages, tourniquets, blood bags, and combat use medications. All
All the 3D models you can buy aren't locked to UE specifically. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you can take those 3D models elsewhere.
High-stakes, hands-on skill. Not a
Interesting.
simple point-and-click adventure. Bellum also features body armor simulation. Material type,
That's
impact
interesting.
angle, and kinetic energy all factor into whether a shot stops cold or punches through.
That's
Our
interesting. You
custom
can actually
ballistics
test
and
out your
fragmentation
equipment.
system adds another layer of realism, unlike standard hit scan models. Bullets lose velocity over distance, penetrate based on caliber and material, ricochet depending on the angle, and are pushed off course by wind at longer ranges. Explosives generate true-to-life fragmentation.
The detail
Each
on the
blast is
character
different,
models are
and
really,
even a
really
low
good.
wall or small piece of cover can be the difference between surviving or taking a hit. Communication is a cornerstone of Bellum's gameplay. Players will
PvE
communicate
or
through